Okay. Yeah, that's quite a good one. One of your dev teams, some of the developers elect one of the developers to be the Scrum Master. What's your response? Okay. Nice, short answer. There you go. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay. Was the Scrum Master ever envisaged to be a particular person, a job function? The story's changed over the years. It used to be yes, it's now no. But actually what we've always said is a developer can be a Scrum Master. A developer can also be a product owner. There's nothing wrong with that, because what we want from the Scrum Master is somebody who's interested in the health of the team, the state of the relationships. Is the environment in which we're trying to do the work suitable? Could it be improved, and how can we improve it? That's what they're thinking about. That is not counter to a developer who is thinking about how do we solve this problem in the best way, in the simplest way, in the most elegant way. Okay? So a developer wants to step into that role. Fine. Nothing wrong with it at all. Do they understand what they're getting into? Do they have the capacity to do it? Are they the right person? Maybe, maybe not. But you're never going to know unless they try it. Scrum Mastering is a very, very different role, accountability, job, whatever you call it, to pretty much anything I've come across in the business world. So you don't know. Some people are naturals. They love it. They flourish in the role and it becomes what they do for a living. Hi. Others give it a go. They think it's for them. Turns out it's not, and they go back to doing whatever they were doing before. And that's okay as well. They tried it. They've learned something about themselves. They've learned something about their way of working. And that's to the betterment of everybody. So if a developer wants to step into that Scrum Master role, encourage it. Invite it. Okay? And then work with them so that they understand what it entails and that they can do the best job for their team. Okay? This is very often where we see Scrum Masters growing. Okay? They can work with one team, they can work with a few teams. Now the next stage in their journey is helping other people develop those skills, helping other people become great Scrum Masters. The growth of a Scrum Master is not on their own. It always works better when there's other people to work with. You can have mentoring, you can have coaching. To be honest, you sometimes just have a shoulder to cry on. It's all important. Okay? So if the developers say we want one of our developers to be the Scrum Master, great. As long as they know what they're in for, as long as they're willing to put the work in, it's okay. When I started my journey into Scrum, and Scrum Master in particular, that's what I was. I was a developer who did a bit of Scrum Mastering on the side. I'll be honest, I wasn't very good at doing both jobs. Okay? Because there was always that confusion. Are we dealing with John, the lead developer, the person who built this system, who understands it better than anybody else? Or are we dealing with John, the Scrum Master, the person who's here to work on behalf of us to help us be better as a team? And it got very confusing and I gave up. Okay? It wasn't helping the team. But we recognised that. And the decision was that the world is not going to feel a great loss if John, the developer, stops and John, the Scrum Master, stays. A little bit of a blow to the ego, but there we are. So I became a full-time Scrum Master. I started working with that team, improving my practice. And there's a lot to learn. So if that's the route you're going to take, that's okay. You're going to realise that you need to understand the Agile world, facilitation, team dynamics, the business world, where they're coming from, product development, organisational change, coaching, mentoring. You're going to learn how to teach and educate, and many, many more skills. And you're going to have to get good at them, because each team is going to present a different challenge each and every day. Some of them small, some of them simply solved, some of them big, complex, scary things that you're going to have to work with and tease apart with the team, with the organisation, to uncover a great answer to the problem at hand. And you're going to need to deploy a lot of skills. So in my experience, developers who step into that role of Scrum Master, they can do a good job. Okay. Some of them will choose to go on and professionalise as a Scrum Master, and that's great. Some of them will choose to step back into development, and that's great. And some of them will choose to sit with one foot in both camps, and they're great at that too. None of this is wrong. Okay? What we want to do is invite people to find out what works best for them and their teams and their organisations. So, If your developer decides they want to give it a go as a Scrum Master, invite them with open arms. Support them in that journey so they can understand to the best of their ability whether it's a role for them. Where do they want to take it? If you've got to this point in the video, I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, a like would be appreciated. If you want to hear more from me, more answers to questions that maybe you've got in the Agile world, please subscribe to the channel. And if you've got a question that you really want answered, drop it in the comments. I promise we'll get around to it. Thank you.